Hello and welcome to the reading. Today we're going to be looking at your vibration and how to align it. So we're going to take a look at where your vibration is at currently and then your higher self's natural vibration and how to align those two. We have 4 piles to choose from today. Pile 1 is the spell. Pile 2 is the spoon. Pile 3 is this pen. And pile 4 is this bottle of frosted juniper spray. All right, take a moment to pick your pile, and you can jump to your pile's reading by clicking on the link in the description box below. Okay, let's get started. All right, pile 1, if you pick the bell, this is your reading. We're going to start off with some tarot cards to show your current vibration. 8 of Pentacles in reverse with Temperance also in reverse. And this is your higher self's vibration. Number 38, the shift. Okay. So things sticking out to me right away is this tree here behind this figure and the water here versus where you're at with your tree upside down and barren, right? Pile 1, I feel like you're having a lot of trouble feeling like you're thriving, nourishing yourself, treating yourself as a priority. And your higher self's natural state is one that is well nourished, that is thriving, that is flourishing, and that is able to adapt with the changing times and seasons. I feel with pile 1, you struggle with change. And that may be because of fears from the past and how you grew up. We'll delve into that when we start pulling cards in a bit. But just to begin with, your higher self's energy is one that is very good at flowing with things and shifting with the times. Whereas you struggle with that. Temperance is in the reverse, and temperance is all about being a master at the ebbs and flows of life. All right? So let's see what we can do to align you more with your higher self's vibration, okay? And we'll start actually with these oracle cards. One is from the Self-Forgiveness Oracle deck, Love Yourself Edition, and the other one's from the Self-Parenting Oracle deck, Trauma Edition. You know it's going to be fun, right? We have, I forgive myself for thinking that I need an apology to validate the way I feel before I am allowed to move forward. I choose to believe that although my perspective is not shared by all, the way I feel is legitimate and it is safe to move on without proof. This is this 8 of Pentacles and Temperance in reversed energy. You have trouble letting things go and moving on to something new and letting go of the hurt feelings that you have because you have not received a lot of closure in your life, pile 1. This card is a reminder that you can be your own closure. Okay? Let me set that over here. And your next card is, it is now safe to allow myself to believe that there may exist a future version of myself that may have found growth and solace in the pain. I choose to remember that finding good within the bad does not in any way minimize the impact of the challenges I have faced, and when I give myself permission to embrace the existing pain, doors open where there were once only walls. Again, this is reaffirming the idea that you can allow the emotions and the traumas that you have endured to find release within you without making it out to be okay what was done to you. You can still have the desire for those events to not have happened, and you can still acknowledge that the things that were done to you were absolutely wrong and were undeserved and should never have happened, while also allowing yourself to release the hold those emotions have on you. Because you have experienced these things, but you don't need to carry the pain with the memories. You can let the memories fade somewhat in your mind so that the emotions that are tied to those memories can actually be released. I feel like you have a lot of trouble releasing the emotions that are held within your memories because you're not processing your traumas, okay? Pile one. Now, let's pull some cards to see if we have any more guidance on how to align yourself. All right, pile one, oops. Pile one, please give me guidance from pile one's higher self on how to shift their vibration into that of their most aligned selves. Thank you. Okay. We have the Two of Wands in reverse, the Fool upright, the Tower in reverse, and the Eight of Wands upright. Okay, so this is a very clear message. The Two of Wands in the reverse is where you're at right now, energetically, vibrationally, right? It's with all these desires locked within you. I can actually feel a sensation in my chest of just like when you have something that you really want, but you're used to bottling it up, so you just don't ever say it out loud. You never admit to other people. You never ask for it. You're used to not asking for things, pile one. You're used to not getting the things that you want, and your higher self wants you to stop doing that, to stop refraining from speaking up about the things that you want, to stop not going after the things that you want. The Fool card is all about taking leaps of faith. The Fool card is all about going out and experiencing the world as if it's your first time existing. And the Tower card in reverse is about you creating your own tower moments in your life. Your own moments where you upend everything that you thought you knew about your life so that you can begin something again, so that you can rebuild your life the way that you want it to. And then the Eight of Wands shows that doing this will propel you forward towards alignment. All right, pile one? We're going to pull a few more cards and then we'll close out your reading, okay? All right, we're pulling from the Tea Leaf Oracle. We have Hat. You will be playing a different role. Here's that confirmation you're needing to try something new and to see how it feels, to try on different hats, to try on new ways of doing things, okay? Let's get a couple more. Harp, great happiness. These cards are the things that will happen as you align with your higher self's vibration, okay, pile one? I just realized this is way off center. Pile one, why didn't you tell me I was off center? Look at this. Okay. Do we have any other messages from the Tea Leaf Oracle? Ooh. Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. And finally, Bag, something important such as a new job or raise. Pile one, if you don't get out there and start doing stuff that you want to do, don't let the people who instilled in you this belief that you're unworthy of things win, okay? Don't let them run your life when they're no longer even in your life, pile one. All right? All right, Pal 1, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope this reading brought you some clarity. I hope it brought you the confirmation you needed to try that thing that's you've been itching to do. Because I know there's something that you want to do. So go do it, Pile 1. And that's your reading. All right, Pile 2, if you chose the silver spoon, this is your reading. Put that right there. Okay, so we're going to start off with some tarot cards to show you where you are at currently vibrationally. And then we'll use this oracle card to show you your higher self's natural vibration. And then we'll go into the self-forgiveness oracle deck, Love Yourself edition, and the self-parenting oracle deck, Trauma edition, to kind of go into how why you're not quite matching up with your higher self's vibration, okay? All right, let's start. We have the Six of Wands. And we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. For your higher self's natural vibration, we have Spirit of the South, number 32. We're actually going to leave that reversed. Okay, let me tap into this energy for a bit. It's Pile 2. Okay, Pile 2. The reason your higher self's card is insisting on being reversed is because your higher self is a very powerful energy. However, they're also a very quiet energy. This energy that I'm tapping into flies under the radar by choice, or rather, they exist doing the things that they enjoy doing, living the life that they want to, and they don't go out trying to attract attention or recognition from anyone. They get it anyway because they are such a bright light, in the sense that their energy is so vibrant and powerful that it attracts. They're saying, what's the word? Psychopaths. They have people that kind of just like, they're like fan people, fans of them that just kind of flock around them, and they're just like, oh, it's so annoying. I'm just trying to, live my life. I'm just vibing here. I'm literally just vibing. Where did all these people come from wanting to talk to me? You, however, the reason you're not quite aligned with your higher self is because you don't realize yet that you don't have to do anything to get people to come to you and to recognize you. You're still looking for outside validation, and your higher self is sitting here not needing outside validation, not even wanting outside validation, and still having energies flocking to them. You don't realize that this is you. Your higher self is just you in an alternate dimension. It's you. And you are still here feeling like that your power, your abilities, your creativeness, your talent is all tied to how much recognition you get, Pile 2. And that's an illusion. That's not true. You are already talented. You're already skilled. You're already worthy of recognition. And you don't need anybody to tell you that. And when you learn that, that's when you're going to start being like your higher self here. Okay, beating them out for the stick. Pile 2, I like your higher self. They're hilarious. All right, these cards are going to go into some of the things that have impacted you to the point that you've gotten out of alignment. Because, we live in this shithole of a place, and we grow up and experience all these different things that affect us and knock us out of alignment growing up, okay? So these are some things to remember to help you get back into alignment, okay? I forgive myself for not pursuing what I truly desire just because I did not know how to get there. I choose to believe that when I make an effort to decide what I want and commit to fulfilling my desires, the most effortless path will gradually appear. Pile 2, are you my pile of people who have these hidden skills or who have been like quietly working at things, but they're not getting that recognition because they are They're focusing on the practical aspects of it. How does this go about? How do I go about doing this? How do I go about getting this? Well, to do this, I have to have A, B, C, and D before I can even try E. They're like, no, you don't. Start somewhere, and the rest will come. Okay? Whew. Then we have, it is now safe to let go of the survival mechanism of denying the way I feel when those feelings are not being valued by another. I choose to remember that I may emotionally validate independently of what others think or say. And when I honor the way I feel, I may access a deeper understanding of my needs so that I may better advocate for myself. Pile 2, you better pause this and take a picture of this. All right? Remember this. You are very tied into needing emotional validation from outside of yourself, and it is out of alignment with your natural vibration. The person that you are, your higher self, is hella impressive. Pile 2, you would also benefit from wearing these colors. Yellows, oranges, and reds. Your lower 3 chakras are all about feeling secure and safe in your own body, feeling confident, feeling powerful, and having the drive to go after the things you want. So incorporate those colors into your outfits, into your makeup, into your jewelry choices. Okay? All right, let's get some tarot cards to see some additional advice. And then we will pull some tea leaf oracle cards to show you what you will gain from doing this work to align yourself, okay? Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love it already, pile 2. Okay. Can we clarify the 6? Okay, all right. You might as well clarify this queen too. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Sorry. That sounded inappropriate, pile 2. Okay, pile 2, buddy, friendo. The Queen of Swords is the person who has those boundaries that are just delicious, okay? They will cut people out of their lives knowing that to do so will be painful for them because they have those emotional attachments to people. But if they know that person is not good for them, they will do what is necessary to put those boundaries in place and cut those people out of their lives and reduce contact with those people if they can't act right. Okay, this is something that you need to work on, pal, too. And when you do that, you will find that you have so much more to celebrate. You will feel so much more peace and joy and completion in your life. You will attract the people that you want in your life, okay? People who are not about that drama life, who are here to uplift you and celebrate with you rather than try to tear you down to keep you as miserable as they are. The Devil card is here with the 3 of Wands in reverse. You are being encouraged to embody the positive aspects of the devil in the sense that the devil does what they want without feeling guilty for enjoying their life to the fullest. This is a hedonist type energy where it's like, hey, I like nice things, and so I get myself nice things, and I'm going to enjoy those nice things because I deserve nice things. If you don't think you deserve nice things, then you know, continue to live your life not having nice things, but I actually like nice things, and I will enjoy those nice things without you. That's the energy of the devil being expressed in a way that is aligned with you. Okay? Treat yourself to nice things, pile 2. And the 3 of Wands in reverse is showing you that, like, right now, you are not allowing yourself to really embrace the side of you that has, like, all these things that you want to indulge in. When doing those things will open up the world for you. Because your higher self, pile 2, is someone who does the things that they want to do. They live their life just doing things that they want. And that opens doors everywhere for them. All the things that they want is within their grasp because they don't stifle their desires. They go after it. They are the spirit of the South. They are this flame, this fiery energy. It's like a fucking dragon, pile 2. It's great, okay? This is a great energy. Then we have the 6 of Cups, which is our classic childhood emotional healing, childhood traumas and stuff. And then we have death in the reverse, which is a rebirth. So these two cards are saying that aligning with your higher self, doing those things that you're passionate about and doing them just to feel good, just to do it for you, not for anyone else, not because you think people will like it if you do it, not because you want people's eyes on you, just doing stuff that you enjoy, no matter how off the wall it is, no matter how weird it is, no matter how few people around you understand it, will help you heal those childhood traumas from all those people who told you that you were weird for liking this thing, or that this thing that you were interested in was boring or would lead to nowhere because it wasn't profitable in their eyes. Okay, this will heal those things for you. This will help you process those traumas, those hurt feelings, and actually align you with your higher self's vibration, okay? All right, pal two, I'm so excited to see what you do. Let's pull a few more cards to see what you can expect to come into your life the more you align with your higher self, and then we'll close out your reading. We're going to use the tea leaf fortune cards. Please give me a few cards. Oh, heart, great happiness. This came out for pile one as well. Great happiness. And of course you'll be happy because you'll be doing the things that bring you joy instead of thinking about the things that other people would want for themselves. Beware of great pride. One of the reasons your higher self's card is in reverse is because they're not someone who is showy with their power. They don't have the need to, and they know that they have so much to offer that they already are sought after. So there's no need to broadcast it because that will attract energies you don't want as well. Quill, get back to the basics. This is about going back and finding out who you were before, probably your parents and your social group, just like shamed it out of you, okay? One more card for pile two, Tower. Solid foundation, success with effort. It's time for you to rebuild yourself, to dig up all the stuff that people have piled on top of you and told you was you, and wipe it all away so that you can actually discover yourself and build that foundation and go back to being you. Okay, pile two, that is your reading. All right, pile three, if you chose this little pin, then this is your reading. All right, so I've pre-pulled some cards. We've got these tarot cards, which are going to represent your current self's vibration. Then we have this oracle card, which is your higher self's natural vibration. And then these two cards will kind of shed light onto where the misalignment happened, if there is one, okay? So we have the Knight of Swords in reverse, clarified by the Three of Wands, also in the reverse. And your higher self's natural vibration is number 20, the prayer. Okay. All right, let me tap into this energy for a moment, pile three. You would benefit, your higher self is saying, from protecting your energy more consciously. Notice this veil over this person's face and that their eyes are closed. Veiling rituals would be really wonderful for you, where you would cover your head when you go out so that your crown and your third eye are protected. I feel like you pick up energies very easily from other people, and you'd also benefit from spending more time alone, in the sense of having quality time to check in with yourself energetically, okay? So things like guided meditations, things like journaling, things like a bath ritual, those would all be good things to help you align with this vibration of the prayer, okay? If you are Catholic, counting rosaries, whatever y'all do, that kind of shit, that might help you as well, I don't know. But let's see where you are now, okay? The Knight of Swords in reverse for the Three of Wands in reverse. You stuck like Chuck, pile three. You ain't doing shit. You're not sorry, you are having a lot of trouble figuring out who the hell you are in the midst of everybody's opinions all around you. Look at this Knight of Swords. You see all these birds? It's like you're fighting these birds. Okay, you got all these people around you with all of their thoughts about what's best for you, how you should move in life, what you should be, who you should be, how you should think, and you just turned all upside down. Okay? That is why you need to veil. That is why you need to have dedicated you time, pile 3, because you are the type of person that will pick up the emotions of other people, the thoughts of other people, and you will think that they're your thoughts because you're highly sensitive to energies and emotions, okay? So it's important for you to have a cleansing ritual in place so that you can keep your energetic body clean of outside energies, okay? And that's why your 3 of Wands is here. You don't know where to go in life because you have trouble seeing what you want, your desires, when you're surrounded by so many other people's desires pressing in on you. Okay? These cards will highlight this issue a little more. Then we'll pull some tarot cards for advice. And finally, some tea leaf oracles on what you can expect to gain from aligning more with your higher self. Okay? I forgive myself for ignoring the signs life had shared with me simply because I did not approve of the truth they supported. I choose to believe that when I accept and integrate the signs life offers with daring curiosity, I may swiftly be moved to the people and places that are most helpful. You have a lot of trouble with hard truths, with admitting when you are doing something that you don't want to do, like admitting when you're wrong, admitting when you've agreed to something, and then you don't actually want to do it anymore. I feel like you agree to shit, and then like 2 days later, you're like, why did I agree with that? Because you were feeling the person's desire for you to agree to it, and you thought it was your own desire to do it. I feel like a lot of pile 3 may be generators according to human design theory. I don't know a lot about it, but that's the feeling that I'm getting. And with generators, it's good for you to take a couple days or however long you need before making decisions. If you find that you often commit to things and then like a while later you regret those commitments, you may be the type of generator that needs to spend some time alone processing the offer before accepting it. And if people don't want to wait for you, that means automatically that that's not an offer you need to be taking up anyway. Then we have, it is now safe to let go of the survival mechanism of worrying that I may be missing something that may hold the key to my safety and success. I choose to remember that when I trust myself to be choosing to focus on what deserves my attention and presence most, I align myself with the path of least resistance. I choose to remember that when I trust myself to be choosing to focus on what deserves my attention and presence most, I align myself with the path of least resistance. All right. This is, y'all so anxious, pile 3. Po babies. I feel like y'all are always thinking about how you could have made a better choice if you'd had more time. Okay? This actually reminds me of my partner, Faye. Hi, love. Anyway, let's pull some cards. This is your pile, by the way. It just so happens to be the pen we got at a Renaissance fair. So. All right, pile 3. Let's see what your higher self has in terms of advice. All right. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles is popping out for me. It even did a little swirl. Patience is a virtue with you all, pile 3. Take your time. Do not let anyone rush you because there is no rushing your process. Okay? And don't let you rush you either, okay? You may be looking around and being like, hey, other people are doing such and such. Other people have succeeded at such and such, and it's taking me so long. So, anytime you have that thought, it's taking me so long, just automatic, let's cut yourself off rude as fuck and be like, so, what you gonna do about it? Nothing. You gonna take your fucking time, that's what you gonna do. All right? And that's gonna actually make your Wheel of Fortune go in the direction you want it when you take your time. The Ace of Cups is in reverse with the Six of Cups underneath it. This is saying that some inner child healing is in order here. More like, it's not even healing so much as inner child nurturing. You're being encouraged to do things that you like to do as a child that you've suppressed, okay? The things that you were interested in as a child, or just trying out things that spark your interest. Like if you're scrolling on social media and you see someone doing something, try it yourself. Why not? Just learning how to kindle the fires of curiosity within you is going to be a big thing for you in terms of aligning you. Because I feel like a lot of Pile 3 has forgotten what it's like to have like a childlike curiosity about things and to actually explore those things. Okay? And then finally we have the King of Swords with the Knight of Swords in reverse underneath it. You're being, throat chakra. You're being encouraged to express yourself more vocally. If for the people who are writers here, you're being encouraged to write more, to express your thoughts on paper, online, with your community, with your friends, because you have a lot of good things to say. You have a lot of meaningful things to say, and you may feel like it takes you too long to come up with responses, but the people who need to hear what you have to say will be there to listen to you when you're ready to talk. So take however long you need to take to formulate your responses to things, to formulate your opinions, to get the words together, and then share those things. Just because we live in a fast-paced society, yes. And so we have this mentality that if we can't do it quickly, then we're not good at it. That's not true. And it's especially not true for you, Pile 3. You're meant to create things over time that have so much more value than you can imagine. All right? So let's see what you can expect to have when you are living in alignment. Let me get some cards. Claude, be careful. Do not take risks. This is talking about how you are being encouraged. Actually, hold on. I'm up here trying to rush to give you the messages because I want you to feel confident in the reading. But one of your messages is that you need to take as long as you need to find the answers that you want and need. So let me take a moment to figure out what they mean by claw, okay? Clarify my clock. Okay, I see now. These cards came out as well. Pile 3, you're throwing off my whole reading style. Everybody else has simple messages. You were told by probably a woman in your life, probably your mother, honestly, that you needed to be careful, that you needed to listen to them before making any choices in life, that their advice was the best advice. And that's all just bullshit, Pile 3. The be careful, do not take risks. Notice that this claw, it almost looks like it's trapped, like it's got all these wires around it. It looks like it's being like restricted. And that's how you've been restricted. All this time you've been just like holding yourself back, waiting for permission to live your life. But you don't need permission from anyone, pile 3. We have table, hard work ahead. Building something that is stable takes time, like with your Knight of Pentacles, but it's worth the investment. Like imagine how long it took to craft a table like this. It took time, it took hard work, but that's a table that's going to last generations, you know? And I feel like this is my crafter group. And I'm not just saying that because, you know, my partner's a crafter. You have dog, close up, pleasure with a close friend. And shark, take care, there will be a loss of material wealth. I feel like these are a lot of your fears here, pal 3. Like there's this fear of not being able to support yourself. There's a fear of not having the support system around you that you deserve, that would be helpful to you. There's this fear of your hard work not paying off. And I think that fear is echoed by your higher self. Because people think that your higher selves are like just like these perfect like angelic beings or some shit. They're just energetic beings on different planes of existence. And they can spread themselves out further than we can as a consciousness. But they have their own insecurities as well. And I think it's really beautiful that your higher self is here to show you that they also have these worries. But that they want you still to go after things. They want you to live your life in alignment with what you desire. Doing the things that you want to do. Living the life that you want to live. I'm going to pull some more cards for you. And for your higher self, because I think your higher self could also use this message. Pal 3, you're like, oh my God, my higher self has anxiety too. Yes, my loves. I'm so sorry to tell you, but you know, it is what it is. Can we have a final message for Pal 3? The Hierophant, the Ten of Staffs, the Ten of Cups. 1010 may be a number for you as well as the number 5. The Ten of Staffs is in the reverse, saying that the more you act on your desires, the more you act and speak up about the things that you're passionate about, the less burdened you will feel, the less anxious you will feel, the less these voices of the people who raised you or whoever these people represented by the old woman and the woman are will influence you, okay? Underneath the bell, we have the Hierophant with your Six of Cups in reverse and your Ace of Cups. You are being guided to sort of create your own belief system, create your own rituals to enrich yourself, to protect yourself, to feel good about yourself, to fill up your cup. All right? And finally, the Ten of Cups. Emotional wellness, the relationships you desire, the peace you desire, the fulfillment you desire. Yes, it takes time. And yes, you will have these worries. They will come back because I feel like Pal 3, you may be my people with like depression and stuff. We're not saying that there's a cure, that there's a magic wand that you can wave that will stop you from ever worrying again. But we're saying that you will have the tools to move through those tough periods, and that you will always come back to this place where you can refill your cups, where you can remember and have those people around you to help you process those tough emotions, to help you navigate those anxieties and fears. Pile 3, I want to let you know that I'm so incredibly proud of you for surviving so long. And I'm hopeful that this reading encourages you to start living instead of just surviving. Because you are so amazing, Pile 3, and you have so much to offer the world. Please don't let these voices keep you in the dark. Okay? We want to hear you. We want to celebrate with you, and we want to comfort you when you need comfort. Okay, Pal 3, that's your reading. All right, if you chose Pile 4, the Frosted Juniper Altar Spray from, cannot say this, but I hold it up because I actually like this company a lot. Small business, and they make really great Norse themed stuff. Okay. So we're going to start off with these tarot cards, which will show you where you are at currently vibrationally. Then this card here will be your higher self's natural vibration. And these two oracle cards will go into where you are now and advice to get you there. Then we'll pull some tarot cards. Okie dokie. So let's start with these tarot cards. We have the Star card. Beautiful. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. Wonderful. And we have the Magician card. Pile 4, you're the only group that got 3 of these cards. All right. And then we have Medicine Woman in reverse. We'll keep her in reverse for now. Okay. So let me tap into this energy for a bit. Pile 4, this is my pile of healers, energy workers, that kind of stuff. You may be tarot readers as well. And master manifestors with the Magician here. But definitely you're able to transmute energy. My heart chakra is actually feeling ways, so you'll benefit from wearing greens. My Pile 4, you guys have gone through a lot of emotional turmoil, like betrayals, losses, hopes falling through, dreams falling through, relationships falling through, and then you've always managed to retain your core self. You are actually very well aligned with your higher self vibrationally, Pile 4. And it's because your heart chakra is so active and so open. And it's also the reason why you're able to work with difficult energies really well. You may be in the medical field as well. Some of you may be death doulas or work with people dealing with mood disorders and depression, things like that. All right, so let's take a look at these cards. I forgive myself for making life more difficult than necessary by attaching meaning to my experiences. I choose to believe that life's challenges are solely intended to strengthen and guide me towards my truest desires, and I may realize those desires by playfully engaging with those challenges. Okay, Pile 4. The reason your higher self's card is upside down is because you think there's something wrong with you, or you think there's something that you're not doing enough of. And it's mostly just your own perspective that is the biggest difference between your higher self's vibration and your current vibration. Your higher self knows that y'all are on the same page. And that y'all are matching up well. You, however, are thinking that there's something wrong because you've had like difficulties, so many difficulties where you've had to transmute energy, where you've had to be your your own hero. But you have been your own hero because you've learned so many lessons from past lifetimes that your higher self was like, we've got this, and we're going to transmute and work through a lot of stuff this lifetime. You may have been the one to break generational cycles in your family, Pile 4. You may have been the one to challenge the way your family has done things and been the black sheep of the family. And you may have had uh, a lot of relationships fall through, friendships, job opportunities, and each time it was difficult, incredibly difficult, but each time you ended up making your way through it and coming out a little better than before. And you learned a lot of lessons through those things. And you've, especially when it comes to what you don't want to pursue in life, you learned a lot about what you don't want by going through it. And your higher self is the medicine woman archetype. So this is someone who is a healer, who is someone who uses the world around them to create remedies for themselves and others. And so you decided to experience this world and kind of like get your hands and feet dirty. Just like go through the muck to figure out what works and what doesn't work, what's a good plant for you. And plant is just an analogy for like relationships, connections, job opportunities, that kind of stuff, and what isn't good for you. Okay? It is now safe to acknowledge my fear of abandonment and the experience of being alone. I choose to remember that when I give myself permission to validate my fear of standing alone, I may then choose to prioritize myself and create in myself a loyal companion through which I may have all my needs met. Pile 4, you have a fear of not being capable enough. Your higher self is like, we are super capable. We've proven this to ourselves over and over again by how we've picked ourselves up each time we've been knocked down. But you see that as signs of how often you failed instead of realizing that each time you succeeded in getting up. And that is evidence of how much resilience you have and strength you have. So you don't need to fear standing alone, because the type of person you are will never stay alone. You will always attract people to you because they will see how you navigate the world, and it will be something that is eye-catching and admirable, and people will come to you and want to be around you and learn from you and engage with you. All you have to do is be open to that experience. Be willing to talk about the failures you've experienced. Be willing to talk about how you gain the knowledge that you have, because you have a lot of wisdom that comes from failing. A lot of your wisdom comes from having fucked up and done it before. So you're like, don't do that, because if you do that, this terrible thing would happen. And I would not advise that. Start talking about your experiences like that, though, Pile 4. You have a lot of wisdom that will help you gain a community. Let's pull some tarot cards to find out more advice from your higher self on how to align with them. And again, this is just an archetype type card. This doesn't mean anything as far as your own gender identity and such. Just take it as like a healer who uses the world around them to nurture themselves. Okay? We have the Page of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the King of Cups, the Four of Wands, the King of Swords. Oh, Lord. The Seven of... Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy is the Knight of Pentacles. Your higher self wants me to remind you that you've been through a lot, and it's taken you a long time to get to the place that you are now. And that isn't anything to be ashamed of, because they said like fine wine or something. Like, it's like your higher self is very old. Your higher self is very old and very kind, and they do not rush themselves. I feel like you rush yourself a lot. You feel a lot of pressure to reach your goals, and when things aren't moving fast enough, you feel like you're failing. Right here with the Eight of Wands, you want this fast growth, but the Hangman is here to show you in reverse that it's going to take longer than you want it to, because you always want things to be faster than it's possible. You're in this third dimension, friend. So manifestations take longer to happen, but they always happen when they're meant to happen, okay? This is definitely my pile. The Page of Cups is in reverse here with the Six of Cups in reverse. Much like your medicine woman, this is all about perspective. You feel like you are not accomplishing as much as you should. You feel like you're not healing as fast as you should. You feel like you're not processing traumas as fast as you should, but you actually are. That's all just your mind thinking that because it's taking you time, you're taking too long. But you're not. We're not. I'm just going to start using we, because this is my pile 2, pile 4, okay? Hey, buddies. Hey, bestie. Anyway, the King of Cups is in reverse with the Seven of Wands here. The Seven of Wands is about like fighting to retain your spot, and not realizing that you're the main character here. All right, your King of Cups is like, again, echoing the medicine woman being in reverse. The King of Cups here isn't actually in reverse. All right, the King of Cups feels like he's in reverse because it's a struggle to maintain the throne. But just because things are difficult doesn't mean you're not qualified to be the King of Cups, pile 4. You still have the ability. The reason you got on the throne as the king is because you have this incredible emotional intelligence, because you have the ability to navigate these difficult emotional waters better than most, because you're an expert at this, because you're old as fuck, pile 4. Your higher self is old as fuck. I don't know why. I feel like somebody else is saying how old they are. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We old. It's fine. Okay, we've been around the block a few thousand times, pile 4. But the point is that we are doing really well. Okay? Just because it's hard for us to do it doesn't mean that we're not doing it well. Emotions are difficult. They're emotions, you know. Same thing here with the Four of Wands and the King of Swords in reverse. We want this feeling of completion, of stability, of wholeness. With the King of Swords under here, though, this one is the only one that's actually a bit reversed, in the sense that we could be doing a little bit more with the King of Swords. The King of Swords is our actions that we take to move ourselves forward. Like, I know I said that we are impatient, but we're impatient, and also we have these fears of being alone, of speaking out too much and having people turn away from us and leave us alone, that keep us from actually going after things as intensely as we normally would. My pile 4s, you're the people who were told that you were too much, too emotional, too loud, just too much in general growing up. And so you learn to just keep that repressed and to just kind of keep your head down and go towards things, and just kind of ram your head into the wall over and over again. Now it's time to lift your head up and start talking. Start making bold moves. Start taking actions that attract attention. Because pile 4, you have all the skills you need. I'm going to go ahead and turn these cards upright. You have everything that you need to move forward the way that you want, pile 4. You just haven't realized it. I hope you realize it now. I'm starting to realize it now. Okay? You are ready. Okay? You can have this. You are this. We're going to close out with some tea leaf oracle cards for any final messages. Candle, you will be shown the way. Broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. Remember, whenever something breaks, you will be shown the way, okay? I know this for Pile 4, that you've had things fall apart and you didn't know how you were going to get out of it. And then like magic, something came through at the last minute, it felt like, and you were able to keep going. Remember that that's not a coincidence. That's just you having the ability to get through things. Money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it, Pile 4. Pineapple. Reconciliation with yourself. Time to be the medicine woman for yourself, Pile 4. And then mountain. Major challenge to overcome, and you have already done it. This is the last challenge, Pile 4. Realizing that you've done it and that you can keep doing it. Okay? That's your reading, Pal 4. I hope this brought you clarity, peace of mind, and helped you realize that you're already vibrationally aligned with your higher self. So you're doing good.